So especially if you've been absent, you might be asking yourself, well, what do I do with this packet? So I'm going to talk you through each page here so you know what to do. So this is kind of your table of contents, and you have two notes pages. On one notes page, you are to take notes on my presentation when I talked about the Zen presentation in 3 minutes or less. And then the next notes page is going to be for Friday, and that's for when Mrs. McNerney talks to you. Then you were supposed to read this article and mark it. That was when the substitute was there. You were supposed to read and mark the article. Then moving down, you'll have to check the video where it explains the theme presentation, but this is the part you're typing up. So you'll need to type your 4 paragraphs based on this description. And then on page 8, it talks about Zen presentation, and answer these questions to the best of your ability. Your venue, well, first of all, how much time do you have? You're going to have 3 minutes or less. Your venue is the classroom, and then the audience is obviously your classmates. When you talk about your audience's background, keep in mind that they know the exact same assignment. They know the rubric, they know your expectations. And then also when it says, what do people expect of me, on number 6, think about what you want to have to listen to. You don't want to sit there and listen to someone stumble over their words and apologize for being nervous. You want to listen to someone who stands up and is confident and talks to you in a conversational tone. So that would be what you would write. When you start, you can have a personal story, something unexpected with a surprise. You could have show them something they haven't seen before, maybe challenge them to what they might already think, or start with a joke. It's okay also to ask them a question to get their thoughts going. You should dress a little more formal than your audience. You want to walk to different parts of the room or the stage, but avoid pacing and wandering. You want to move slowly, stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart, and slow down everything while making eye contact with your audience. And you should sound very articulate. You should sound clear. You should have a very conversational tone, just like you're talking to your friend. And try not to mumble, and definitely do not read your speech. So presentations require you to be fully present in the moment. Don't hold on to any mistakes because they're going to happen. So just let them go if you make a mistake because nobody else normally notices. Practice and rehearse. That is required. You have 2 contracts for rehearsals. And remain flexible. Just go with the flow. We did look at 2 speeches under 3 minutes. If you look at the presentation critiques, 2 of these, there's 3 of them. 2 of them should be filled out. That brings you to the sticky note activity, which is a separate video. We did this in class on block day. So if you were absent, make sure you check that video for block day. This is your rehearsal contract. You need to have, you need to write your name, say that you've practiced this in full, you went through the entire presentation, who is your audience, the date and time, and then have the audience member sign it. And they're supposed to fill out this little rubric on you and put little comments by each of the things I'll be grading you on. Please do that with 2 people outside of class. It could be friends, family members, relatives. It could be another teacher. It could be me outside of class time. You will have a listening objective, so you'll need to fill this out for 3 different presenters for 2 different days. So between the 3 days of presenters, you'll need to fill out 6 different columns that say what did they do well and what do they need to improve on. Oh, actually, just kidding. You need to do it for all 3 days of presentations. And then this is your rubric. There'll be a separate video explaining the rubric on its own. So that's your packet. That's what you need to be kind of focusing on and putting lots of attention into your preparation, because the more prepared you are, the less nervous you will be.